Give a poor person $1,000 and in 6 months it's gone. Give a rich person $1,000 and in 6 months it's $2,000. Same money, different mindset, different outcome. Today, I'm breaking down the exact psychological and strategic differences between how the wealthy and the poor think about and invest money. This is not about judgment, it's about pattern recognition. And by the end of this video, you'll think like the rich do. Welcome back to the Money Mentor. Remember, research first, profit always. Here is the formula we are using today. I call it the wealth gap. Where they put money, expectations they have, actions they take, lessons they learn, time perspective, habits they build. Think about this. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Today, you'll see why that matters for your money. First, where the money goes. If you look at poor person's $1,000, $400 for TV, $300 for designer clothes, $200 for going out, and $100 is sitting in a savings account that at 0.01% interest rate. Think about this. That $1,000 is now worth less than $1,000 in 6 months. The TV is used, the clothes are worn, the memories fade. Net worth decreased. If you look at rich person's $1,000, $400 in index funds, $300 in books and courses and skill development, $200 starting a side business or investment, and that $100 is sitting in high yield savings account and it is used as an emergency fund. Think about the difference. Every dollar is working. The stocks grow, the skills earn more income, the business multiplies, and the saving compounds. Robert Kiyosaki said it perfectly. The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have more money to work for them. The formula here is assets minus liabilities is net worth. Poor people buy liabilities that look like assets. Rich people buy actual assets that generate more money. Think multiplication, not subtraction. Second, their expectations. Poor mindset thinks in this way. I need money now. Investing is for rich people. Or I'll invest when I have more money. Get rich quick, or why bother now? Think about the psychology here. Scarcity mindset, immediate gratification, fear-based decisions. Rich mindset thinks in this way. How can this money make more money? What's the return on investment on this purchase? Small amounts grow into large amounts. Compound interest is my best friend. Think about this shift. It's not about the amount, it's about the intention behind every dollar. Charlie Munger famously said, the big money is not in the buying or selling, but in the waiting. The compound interest formula, where even small amounts become massive over time. Think patience equals wealth. For example, $1,000 invested at 10% annual return. After 5 years, it becomes $1,610. After 10 years, it becomes $2,594. After 20 years, it becomes $6,727. Guess what? After 30 years, the same $1,000 is now $17,449. That's the same $1,000. The poor person spent theirs in year 1. The rich person has now nearly $18,000 in their account. Think exceptional growth. Third, the actions they take. Poor person with $1,000 buys immediately without research, follows trends and social pressure, seeks instant gratification, makes emotional decisions. Spends first, maybe saves what is left. A rich person with $1,000 researches for days or weeks, ignores social pressures, follows data, delays gratification for bigger returns, makes calculated, logical decisions, pays themselves first, spends what is left. Think about this. Same money, opposite behaviors. Warren Buffett has another gem. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. The rich think about value. The poor think about price. For example, the latter factor, if you look at this, poor thinking is just $5 for coffee. I deserve this daily treat. Daily $5 multiplied by 365 days. It's $1,825 a year. It's gone. A rich thinking, that's $5 I can invest today and daily. If I invest $5 a day at 8% return for 30 years, it's $226,150. Think about that. A coffee habit versus a $250,000 portfolio. David Bach called this latter factor. Small daily expenses that destroy wealth. The rich think in decades, the poor think in days. Think long-term perspective. Fourth, the lessons they learn. The poor mindset says this: I don't need to learn about money. I need more money. Or they think rich people got lucky. The system is rigged against me. Or learns from other broke people. Think about this. They are solving the wrong problem. It's not lack of money. It's lack of financial education. Rich mindset says the same opposite way. I need to understand how money works. Rich people follow principles I can learn. The system has rules, I can master them. Learns from successful mentors and books. Think differently. They invest in knowledge first. Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. For example, Bill Gates, even as billionaire, he reads 50 plus books a year. Think about that. The richest people are the biggest learners. The 70-30 formula. Poor people spend 70% on lifestyle, 30% on everything else. The rich people invest 70% in assets, the real assets. Spend 30% on lifestyle. Think backwards from how you were taught. Fifth, their relationship with time. The poor people time's perspective is like this. Lives payback to payback. Think about today and maybe next week. I'll start investing someday. Emergency? They get panic. Rich time perspective. Lives on last month's income. Things in years and decades. I started investing yesterday kind of mindset. Emergency? Already prepared with 6 months fund. If you look at person A invests $1,000 a month from age 25 to 35. That is 10 years and then stops. The person B invests $1,000 a month from age 35 to 65. That is 30 years. At 8% return by age 65, person A gets $868,000. Person B gets $747,000. Person A invested less and total money but started earlier. Think about that. Time beats timing every time. The rich think, plant trees today, whose shade you will enjoy decades from now. The poor think, I need shade right now. Think generational wealth, not instant gratification. Finally, the habits that shape and separate them. Poor habits: checks bank accounts, gets stressed, buys on impulse, regrets later, waits for perfect time to invest, blames external circumstances. Whereas the rich habits, they automate investments, never think about it, research before they every purchase. They invest immediately, consistently. They take responsibility for results. Think about what Aristotle said 2400 years ago. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but an habit. The 1% rule: if you improve your financial knowledge by just 1% every day, in 1 year you are 37 times better. Think compounding knowledge. For example, if you look at an automatic investment, poor person tries to time the market, misses opportunities, earns 3% average, whereas the rich person automatic $100 a week into index funds regardless of market earns 10% average. Think automation over motivation. So here is the truth: rich versus poor is not about the money you have right now. It's about the mindset you carry and the decisions you make. Remember the wealth gap, where you put money, assets versus liabilities, expectations, abundance versus scarcity, actions, calculated versus impulsive, lessons, educations versus excuses, time perspective, decades versus days, habits, automation versus motivation. Think about this final quote from Jim Brown: poor people have big TVs, rich people have big libraries. The good news: you can change your thinking right now. You can start investing that $1,000 or even $100 like a wealthy person today. Your action plan: think, is this an asset or liability? Automate, set up an automatic investment. Learn, read one investing book this month. Wait, give your money time to grow. Remember our motto: research first, profit always. If this changed how you think about money, smash that subscribe button. Drop a comment. Are you investing like the rich or spending like the poor? Be honest with yourself. The gap between rich and poor starts with a gap in thinking. Close that gap today. I'll see you in the next one.